Hello everyone, let's see if you will be together in the next 3 months. How will your feelings develop? Prepare 1, 2, 3 sets of cards. Choose your favorite pair from the 3 sets of cards below. Scattered. The first set of friends who come in is Taiwanese. First of all, we see a legislator of health aid. This is a risk that can represent a kind of communication, a kind of exchange, and a representation of the current environmental status. It corresponds to the current is your feelings in this relationship. There is an unsatisfied one in my heart. Or when the other party is with you, you may sometimes feel that there is a kind of feeling between you two that is yes and no. It seems to be together, and it seems not to be together. The relationship did not get a very good state, at least, to develop from your perspective. So in this kind of relationship, actually, the current state, perhaps your inner emotional fluctuations are quite large, and he will have a kind of uncertainty that you rely on for your feelings. What will the development of the pandemic look like? There will be a new and inevitable political commentary. This is a comparison. It's a very hard card, and it represents that the relationship shown from the base of Kangxi's card in the future is actually the emotion with the person in your heart that you think of. There will be a small breakthrough on the current foundation. If you say that you are one step away from being together with the current one, the feeling of being with us is very comfortable, very nice. Then congratulations, you will be together soon. It is possible within 3 months. Being together, but if you feel the current relationship is still lacking or just getting to know each other, the understanding between the two is not enough. You are kind of the other party's words, very uncertain, then the possibility of you two being together is relatively low. So it can be divided into 2 situations. But overall, what I see is because there will be a second and more harmonious order. And then it's quite joyful to be able to give each other care, blessings, and gifts in such a scene. This means that the relationship is definitely developing in a good direction. So this friend of the tarot cards is pretty good overall. Good, this is the analysis of the first group. Let's look at the second group of friends together. The main card of the second set of friends is the Pope card. The position of the Pope is a traditional blessing card. With happiness, with wedding, a very joyful and somewhat sacred scene, which can also represent the teacher represents a kind of education and the transmission of this kind of information. And so actually, I have seen that the other party may not be particularly humorous or particularly liked by girls in this relationship. But I can feel the sincerity in this relationship from the other party, because such a yellow political commissar itself has a stable meaning, including he can represent before marriage. If so, in this relationship, it is very likely that you will be together in the next 3 months. This kind of being together, you may inevitably encounter some bumps in the future development. An exception to the health room is that there will be a kind of timidity and fear. Don't dare to break through the current disaster. It's okay. Worrying about not getting the development you want in the future means that sometimes you will have some in this relationship. The scat will have someone willing to take the initiative. Such a mentality in it, including this side, will also have a new currency, King's Inversion. This is a passive card. And I also see this card. There will be a kind of need for the other party to give you more sense of security and solidity. In fact, many times in a relationship, this sense of security and stability are mutual. Not to say that only one side needs to give. Both sides need to give and can have a better one in this relationship. As for the main item based on this deck, I would also discuss your future relationship as having a good development within 3 months together. Of course, the bigger ones want better feelings. It definitely requires both of you to maintain this relationship better. That's all for the analysis of the second group. Let's look at the third group of friends. For the friends in the third set of cards, first of all, I see it as an exception. The high place is unbearable to cope. There will be a little bit in the heart. It's estimated there will be you are often alone, and it's hard for anyone to truly penetrate into your heart. This feels both comfortable and pressurizing, as you are bearing a lot of stress. You're actually taking on a sense of responsibility that you didn't have to, and I can feel a strong sense of justice in your heart. Inclusion is important for friends or for oneself. You are very sincere in dealing with them. In this emotional relationship, you actually hope that the person currently in contact with you can giving you more of what you want deep inside. Security, stability, or distance. You may have felt the absence of certain things in your original family or early life experiences since childhood, assimilation, and the development of a future between the two. Because in fact, I have seen a document released by the staff. This is a card. It's a fair card to move forward, and it will lay the foundation for both of you in the future stage. There will be a very eager, very passionate stage where the feelings between two people suddenly reach a tipping point all at once, not bravely to develop well, and there will be a position of a glass of wine. This card is based on the possible development of your future emotions due to the uncertainty of emotions or the mutual. There might be some new romance coming your way, or it's the influence of other people on you. This kind of feeling, but overall, I do see that your relationship will have a good development in the next 3 months. Moreover, there is a high probability that you will be together. Even if you can't be together, your feelings are to lay a very good foundation for being together in the future. Basically, or at least, your relationship has a very good and positive development in the next 3 months. Although there will be some in various departments, there is no any impact on your major relationship development. Well, the above is the third analysis. Hope it can help you. See you next time. Bye.